The lighting kind of sucks. Let me find a better channel. I don't understand what's happening.
In the PM, all the pretty girls, they have a couple drinks, all the
Live, so like if you guys want to comment anything once it's saved, I'll make sure to reply to all the comments. Hi, can you see me?
Yes.
Perfect. Hi.
Hi. It's an honor to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. How's your Friday so far?
Yeah, my Friday's doing good. How's yours?
Mine is also excellent. It's really sunny because I am from Mexico City. My name is Bob.
Oh, that's so cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And how is in LA?
It's good. It's been rainy recently, but it's pretty sunny today, so it's a nice change.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much for giving us this space, this opportunity. This is the episode number 30 on Madison magazine.
Thank you. This is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And if you like, we would love to start with a little about you. We would love to know in which part of your life did you decide to go for acting. We would love to know that part of your life.
Yeah. So I started dance and theater when I was really young, about like 6 or 7, and I loved it so much. And the main part that I loved about dance was the acting part of it, was being able to portray those emotions and tell a story with dance. And then I found out that you can do just the storytelling, and I was like, this is perfect, like this is made for me. So I joined theater companies and I started doing plays and stuff, and then I moved to Texas for a little bit, so I stayed with just theater there, but then when I moved back to LA, I decided to do it professionally, and I've loved it ever since.
Wow, excellent. That's really cool. That's really awesome for us to know. And we would love to know, do you remember your first project?
So the first one was a short film on a YouTube channel called Life Lessons with Luis, and it was a really good experience. I loved it. It was my first time being on camera, so it was a short film on YouTube. It was from a channel called Life Lessons with Luis, and it was my first time on set, so I was nervous, but the second that I started, the second the cameras picked up, I felt like it's my thing, and it was an incredible experience.
Wow, that's really fantastic. And we would also love to know, how did you deal with all of this that you previously mentioned, the part of being nervous, fright, stage fright, something like that. How did you deal with these kind of feelings?
I learned a lot of little tricks. I think my favorite is just mindfulness. So like 5 things you can see, 5 things you can smell and feel and like hear. And that really helps, because I think, and this goes for everything in life, is you do your best work when you are comfortable within yourself. And so being able to feel at peace and comfortable helps so much with nerves. So those definitely help out a lot.
Wow, excellent advices for future actors and actresses as well. And now we would love to talk about what would you consider is the easiest and the hardest part of being an actor so far?
Wow. Okay, so easiest for me, I think, is connecting with the characters, because it's the part that I love the most personally, is being able to like fully deep dive into the characters and why they are the way they are, why they talk the way they talk, why they walk the way they walk, all these little things. And I like to write a lot, so I use that to my advantage by sort of writing as the character and being able to write a backstory for them, even if it isn't provided. So that's the easiest and most fun part for me. And I'd have to say the hardest part is just all the rejection that comes with the job, because there will always be little reasons why you don't get a part. So I know that, you know, it's never your fault that you don't get a role. There's always little things like it could be like you're half an inch shorter than what they were wanting, and there's nothing you can do about that. So, like, even when you know all this stuff, it can still be hard sometimes when you are super excited about a certain role and then it doesn't work out. But all those auditions and all that rejection, it builds you to the career that you love, and it builds you to the job that you're meant to have. And so even the hard parts, it's all part of it, and bittersweet.
In which kind of project would you love to work or collaborate in the near future? Is it drama, maybe comedy? Which kind of project are you seeking maybe for this 2024?
I love all genres, but my favorite always has been drama. So I am filming a horror movie next month, actually. So I'm super excited for that. That's right up my alley. I love horror and like all like deep, like psychological films and stuff like that. So I mean, it's my favorite, and I'm super excited to be working on that this year.
Excellent choice. And we would also love to know regarding your experience when I met Mia. What's the coolest or the funniest experience you had working with this project? Would you love to share an experience?
Okay. There's a lot that happened on that set, and like what I filmed was done in a day, but it was such a good experience. I loved it. Probably I'd have to say my favorite part of the day was like doing the warm-ups with all the other gymnasts, because it had been a while since I'd like been in a gym or done like hardcore dance. So I was kind of nervous, but I was back in there and everyone was so welcoming and so kind and supportive. So just like listening to our favorite music and warming up and stuff, it's always so fun meeting your castmates. So I'd say that was definitely the most fun.
Wow, excellent. And regarding all of this that you previously mentioned, the time, we'd love to know what project has taken you the longest to fulfill, or what's the longest period you have ever been in a project?
I'd say it's probably the one that I'm currently working on. It's a horror short film that I'm actually writing, directing, acting in, and also publishing. So there's a lot to it. A lot of the time when I'm in a project, I always know how long it takes, and I'm like so amazed by the writing team and the directors and like all the crew. Their job is so important and so incredible, but actually doing this myself, I realized like this is such a long journey, but every moment is so much fun. So it's the longest I've done so far, and I love every moment of it.
And now regarding your social media, I need a little bit to do this kind of research we always do before interviewing guests. And I actually saw a photo of yours with Bonnie Wright, isn't it? From Harry Potter. How was that?
Oh my gosh, she's so sweet. I've met a lot of different actors and actresses, and she was just the most heartwarming person ever. I walked up and I met her, and we talked a little about like characters and how she got into playing Ginny and stuff like that, and she gave me the biggest hug, and I felt like so welcomed, and it was an amazing experience. She's the best.
Wow. Was it in the US?
Yeah, it was at LA Comic-Con. I got invited through a manager.
Wow, excellent. That's really cool experience, and I have to say I personally love that photo. I'm a personal big fan of Harry Potter.
Me too. It's amazing.
Wow, excellent. That's a really awesome picture, and we would also love to know a little bit about that screening you assisted to of Poor Things, isn't it, with Mark Ruffalo and Emma Stone?
That was so fun. That was one of the first screenings I've ever been to, so I wasn't fully sure what to expect, but it was the coolest experience. We got our stuff. We got popcorn and ices and all the fun little movie theater treats, and we sat down in the theater. We had amazing seats. All the seats were amazing. I was like, how are they going to fit all these people into a theater for a screening? But all the seats were they know what they're doing with these events. It was an amazing experience for everyone. And then after the movie was over, incredible movie, by the way. I was like jaw dropped the entire time. It was amazing.
Wow, wow.
After it ended, the Q&A started. So Emma and Mark, they walked out and they answered questions from the interviewer and then answered a couple from the audience, and hearing them speak about, you know, all the struggles that all actors and actresses deal with was just, it was really nice. It felt like, okay, we're all in this together, and they're so talented and they've been in so many incredible things, but they're still like, they're so humble and they answered every question with so much love and respect, and it was an incredible night. I will never forget it.
Finally, about your social media as well, we saw you practice archery, isn't it? That's not so common these days. How was that? In which part of your life did you began to practice this sport?
So I actually started pretty young, younger than most people normally get into it. I was like 6-ish when I found a local archery place near my house, and I was like, that looks cool, I want to go in there. So I begged my mom, and we finally went in and we asked, like, do you have any classes for younger people? And they were like, yeah, you can come. I think it was once a month on Sundays they had like open target practice.
Oh, okay.
So I started going to that once a month, and I just loved it so much. It was like my favorite thing ever, and I think this also kind of helped me get into both archery and acting, because all the posters on the wall were like Katniss Everdeen and like Legolas and like all these amazing characters, and I was like, I want to be like them. And so it gave me that motivation to like do both. They actually come hand in hand quite often. So yeah, I started pretty young and I've just loved it ever since.
And now, if you would love to play some hot takes, you have to choose between A or B.
Okay.
Or give
Awesome.
answers. Okay, excellent. We can start with spring or summer.
I have to go with summer because I love the beach and I love the warm weather.
Yes, I love it as well. Okay, excellent. Another one, summer versus winter.
Okay, this may be kind of contradicting what I just said, but I'd have to go with winter because I recently was in the snow for like the first time, and it was amazing. It was so fun. So I think winter might be my new favorite.
Excellent answer, Becca. And we also have another one, green or blue.
Green. I gotta go with green. I love green.
That's your favorite color, isn't it?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, and is it right from one movie or why this color?
I think I was kind of influenced by my dad because my dad's favorite color is green, and so everything growing up, my sister's favorite color is green too, actually. So we're just a very green family. Like forests and pictures of trees and nature and stuff, which I've always loved. So I just connect it with that, and connect it with the people I love, and then also where I feel most safe, which is out in the wilderness. So there are a lot of different reasons, but yeah.
Wow, excellent choice. Mine is blue. I believe
I love
blue.
Blue. Blue is probably my second favorite.
Excellent color. Another one, acting or archery.
Ooh. My two favorite things. This is like choosing between my children. I think I have to go with acting because I've actually thought about this question a lot, and if I was told I could never do archery ever again, like I could never pick up my bow, I would be heartbroken. But I think that I could find other art forms that I love that could sort of not replace it, but help me deal with that, and like I could, focus on other sports maybe and that kind of thing. But I thought about someone telling me that I could never act again, and that felt like someone telling me like, you can't be yourself again. Like, acting is such a big part of not something that I like just love, but something that is a part of me. Because it's like it's the thing that I've always felt the most passionate about, and so I think I I love both, but I could never choose anything over acting. It's like my one true calling.
Wow, excellent choice, and actually excellent answer. The one that you say acting is a part of your life. It's all of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. I have another one. Emma Stone versus Margot Robbie.
Oh, that's hard. They're both so amazing. A part of me is like, you gotta go with Margot Robbie because I love Harley Quinn, and that was like one of my favorite characters growing up. But then I think about Emma Stone and how incredible she is, and like La La Land. So many actors can relate to her monologues in that, and that whole story is just, it hits so close to home. So
Yes.
I feel like I could choose between characters that they play, but I don't think I could ever choose between them because they're such incredible individuals.
Margot Robbie versus Emma Watson.
Both the Emmas, back to back. Again, it's so hard. I love them both so much. I think Emma Watson is like my childhood favorite because of Harry Potter, and I loved Hermione Granger so much. But then Margot Robbie, like especially with the Barbie movie, oh my god, that was so incredible. So I hate to be this indecisive, but again, I feel like I could put their roles against each other, but I can't put them against each other. It's too hard.
Terror movie versus a comedy movie to act.
I'd have to go horror. I always have to choose horror. It's just so much fun. And I love comedy, but there's just something so fun about, getting some fake blood on your costume, and like there's freedom with both, really, but with horror movies there's so much, like, it's just so fun being able to like do the takes, and always like the cast and crew being like so incredible, like after you do, because horror movies can be intense. I'm like crazy intense. So going from a scene where you're like screaming bloody murder to then like laughing with your like crewmates and like your castmates and stuff, it's so fun. It's such a unique experience.
What makes you laugh the most?
Okay, my family has a special needs cat rescue, and those cats make me laugh so much because they'll have like little diapers, or a couple of ours have wheelchairs, and so them just like running around and having fun with each other, it's so heartwarming, and it always makes me laugh. So I'd have to go with them.
Which superpower would you love to have? It can be fly or to become invisible.
I feel like this is such a basic answer, but I have to speak my truth. I have to go with flying. Especially like looking at night through like LA, looking at all the buildings and stuff, like just imagine flying through. That would be so cool. So it's basic for a reason. I mean, dare I say, the best superpower. It's amazing. I would love that.
If you have to choose between traveling to the future or to the past, which one would you choose?
I feel like I'd go with the past, because I think looking in the future would then get me all messed up, because I'd be like, how do I make sure that happens? How do I make sure that this doesn't happen? And so I think I'd rather learn from the past, not change it, because I don't want any weird Back to the Future stuff going on. But I'd like to go back and just kind of like watch certain things happen, and I think that could be really cool.
Yes, that would be really amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
To travel to the past and to see how certain things came to happen, and now that we see in the present, it is impressive. Okay, excellent. And we would also love to know if you know a few words in Spanish.
I used to take Spanish, and then I actually switched over to Latin. But I know like a few just like super easy, simple beginner ones. Like obviously like hola, ¿cómo estás? I need to get back into it though. I've actually been thinking about going back to that language, so I might.
And speaking of this, do you have a favorite place inside the US?
I think the redwood forest. It's
Oh,
so beautiful there. I love like Northern California and then like Oregon and Washington. That whole area is so beautiful.
mhm.
So the redwood forest, Hearst Castle is also super cool. The history is amazing. So that whole area is really, really pretty and really cool.
Wow, I have to Google it
Yeah, yeah.
because I don't picture them. Okay, okay, I will have to, and most for sure there are so beautiful landscapes.
Yeah. There's so much
And
there.
finally, um, do you have a favorite place you would love to visit outside the US?
I think I'd have to go with Italy because my mom's side of the family is like fully from Italy, and so I would love to visit some family that I've never met before and see. I mean, it's so beautiful there. So seeing all the different places and then the family, it would be so fun. That's definitely on my bucket list.
Wow. We'd love to know if you have any other upcoming projects you would love to share with us, apart from the ones you previously said to us.
Yes. So I know I briefly mentioned it earlier, but I am filming a horror movie next month, which is so exciting. I'm so excited. It's going to be so much fun. The script is incredible. The cast is incredible. The writer is incredible. Everything about it is just so cool. So a little bit of the premise, it's about a nurse who goes on like a killing rampage on Halloween after getting possessed by the soul of a serial killer. So
Wow.
it's a cool plot. I'm really excited to see it myself. It's going to be so cool. I can't wait to share more.
Wow. It sounds pretty much like Freaky with Catherine Newton. That's a really cool idea to possess
Yeah,
a body with a soul of slasher or something like that. Wow.
yeah. I've seen
Wow.
like I love that sort of premise where it's like possession. It's like someone who's not really a serial killer, but they're possessed by it. It's so cool, and there are so many other little aspects that I cannot wait to share.
Yes.
It's gonna be really cool. So yeah, keep an eye out. It's called Blue Murder, and it's aiming to come out next year. So it's gonna be really cool.
Wow, excellent. Can't wait for it, Becca. And we would also love to know if you could give us a message to the Madison magazine community.
Hi, I'm BEKAH Page. I'm a 16-year-old actress and archer who lives in LA. I love what I do. It's my favorite thing in the world, and I'm so lucky to be out where I'm at right now, doing what I love. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what's to come. There's so much in the near future, and it's all going to be so amazing.
What's your plans for the weekends?
Okay, this weekend's a crazy one. There's a lot happening. So my friend's actually coming over tonight. We're gonna have a sleepover, and then tomorrow I get up bright and early, go straight to rehearsal for my acting class. After that, I'm going to a play that one of my dear friends is in. I'm super excited to see her do that. It's gonna be amazing. And then on Sunday, I'm going to the Getty, an art museum, which is like one of my favorite places ever.
Wow.
And then Monday, I'm going to a super exciting little Hollywood event. So it's a busy weekend, but I love those. So it's going to be fun.
Wow, sounds like a really cool and really awesome plan for this weekend. And I actually forgot to ask you, how often do you have these photo shoots? Because you mentioned this past Wednesday you had a photo shoot, isn't it?
Yeah. So it kind of differs from person to person, but I usually get headshots like once to twice a year, especially at this age. Like I'm still kind of changing a little bit and stuff, so I like to keep them updated just so that I look exactly like how I actually look in the photos.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. Right back at you. You've been amazing. I hope you have an incredible day.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Becca. I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for yours.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.